episode 2, maybe 3 of episode. I don't know.
Who
anymore.
knows?
Who knows?
This could be episode 10 if we decide to go real quirky, silly mode with the releases.
What if we just did that? What if we
knows?
just skipped from 2 or 3 straight to 10?
We just have like one episode that we like procrastinate on really hard in the backlog, and then like eventually like people listen to it and there's a bunch of context for references we made just packed into that episode, and everybody's like gets this miraculous payoff of that's what the hell they were talking about.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This was the root of the funny little bit where they both go like on mic.
Well, here's the thing. What if remember that? What if you go but we do it in the draft episode that we're probably going to record later this week. So in that episode later, that will probably release first because I'm going to try to get that out before these episodes come out because that it's more time sensitive than these. So you can go and we'll be like, oh, that's such a great reference anyway. And then now they understand that reference to a previous episode.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to follow through with that.
All right. Write that down.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down. Write that down. Welcome to No Good Ideas with Brad and Hank, the podcast where we talk about bad ideas through history and pop culture.
We totally forgot to introduce it at all last episode. Hey, we're rusty. We're getting back to it after a long hiatus.
Yeah.
We goofed up.
We're a little rusty. Just give us some time. This episode,
we'll get back into it. So we're going to properly introduce the concept of the podcast this time. This is where we talk about all sorts of bad ideas throughout history, from PR disasters to disasters of other genres. We're going to cover it all.
And maybe remember how this podcast works along the way.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Hopefully. If not, we've got a problem.
And so
Bradley, what are we learning about today?
So the thing about this podcast is one of us will bring a story that the other one doesn't know going into it.
Yep.
I just want to make that
being surprised.
Yes. Now that everyone
surprised with a wondrous topic.
Yeah. Now that everyone's familiar of how this podcast works, let's jump into it. You know, at the end of the previous episode, that was last week, but as of recording was approximately 4 minutes ago. I was talking about video games.
Oh boy. Oh, we got a video game bad idea story. This is going to be good.
We got a video game episode, baby.
Yes. Nothing is more funny than, and common than just some kind of botched thing with a video game.
Yeah. And we've
There's
talked
a lot
about
of moving parts, and it's really easy for one of them to go very, very wrong, and they often do.
Yeah, we've talked about video games in the past. We've talked about the E.T. video game, the Ouya.
Yep, that's what I was thinking of. Ouya, that was crazy.
And you helped make a video game that is available for download on Steam right now, Little Brother's Turn. So
I made 3 applications, one of which was a video game.
Mm-hmm. But
2 of which were me releasing my comics onto the App Store when I was in high school, and then one of which was a fully developed video game called Little Brother's Turn, about you being forced to watch your little brother play your favorite video game on your TV and trying to guide him through playing a platformer.
Yeah. And so you know the ins and outs, it's in a way of things that can go wrong when you know how hard it is to make a video game too.
Yeah, it's we made a pretty simple game and it was still a huge challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I cannot I know that people have played stuff like, for example, God of War that recently released. And you play that and you go, how the heck did they make this? Now that I've made something small, I'm like, how the ever-loving hell did a human being coordinate this?
Yeah, it's insane.
It is terrifying. There is so much that goes into that.
Every little thing is hours worth of work.
Yeah. Oh, one of the, because we also developed a demo for a game for my college thesis project. And the Kickstarter didn't end up doing great, but we didn't market it. So what else did we think would happen?
Yeah, it's kind of on you.
We at the bottom of the screen, we had these little meters of this reloading clock symbol for each power up that you could use for these abilities these characters had. And we had power-ups. Well, we had for the abilities that you could use, and then the power-ups could affect these timers. And the amount of time, days, were spent just figuring out the mathematics of coding, making these clock timers work correctly graphically to match with how the power-ups work. It was insanity. And that's just a little clock timer.
That's just a
I thought that would be like pre-built.
No.
So now you've got this like realistically rendered human being throwing an axe into like these monsters, and like it's too much. It's too scary. So video game development has a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. And speaking of moving parts in like video games, you referenced like God of War. Today we're going to talk about some real hardcore true gaming. The true gamer fuel in a way, the nitty gritty.
Talking about G Fuel?
Not G Fuel, but like that.
That's gamer fuel, I thought.
Is that?
That's what all the YouTubers get sponsored by. I don't know.
Really? Is that a thing?
I thought it was just creatine marketed for gamers. Is that not what it is?
It's probably that. I don't know. But we're talking about real gaming. Today's episode, we're talking about Cooking Mama Cookstar on the Nintendo Switch.
Cooking Mama Cookstar. I feel like I've heard of this.
Yeah, I mean, you've probably heard of Cooking Mama before.
Was that a thing that we played on like Cool Math games?
No, it was like a Nintendo game.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a thing for a while.
Yeah, since like the early 2000s.
Okay. So this is a franchise.
Before I go into this, full disclosure, I'm going to read this verbatim here. Most of the story comes from an anonymous whistleblower that worked on this game. And
we got a whistleblower on Cooking Mama?
Yeah, let me finish. And it can't all be verified.
Okay.
Don't take everything here at just face value. Basically, this is one big allegedly for this episode, but the story that is attached to it is nuts.
Okay.
But first, let's talk
So we're going to read the story, not always stipulating that this is allegedly, but keep in mind as we talk about this that it's allegedly.
Yes. It's one big
But it may be true.
It may
but it may not be.
Well, we don't know. First of
I'm
all,
excited to hear this though, because you said it's nuts, and if there is a whistleblower on Cooking Mama, whatever was after that, this has got to be nuts.
Yeah. So Cooking Mama, it started as it was a cooking themed minigame collection that originally released on the DS in like 2006. So basically, you're learning how to cook dishes from Cooking Mama, and you do little mini games to prepare like the food. So you're like rinsing like the lettuce, and you have to like shake stuff on the screen. Like, I know we're trying not to do this. Look up Cooking Mama on just like Google Images, and you'll probably be like, "Oh yeah, that's."
Is this like one of those ones where it's kind of just like stacking ingredients onto something per like a customer's order?
No,
is it more complex?
It's just a bunch of mini games.
Okay.
Like little
interesting.
Little things like chopping the carrot, and you have to like slice.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't slice your finger.
No,
that hurt.
And then at the end of that minigame collection, you have a dish, and then you're graded on that dish. In my opinion, the game's pretty fun. It was originally only on Nintendo consoles, and it always took advantage of like the main features of it. So like the touchscreen for the DS and like motion controls for the Wii. So it was like fun. It's meant for like literal.
That's good. So
younger kids.
They're considering their platforms when they're developing these games, which I think is always good.
Yeah. And they're super popular. There's also spin-offs like Gardening Mama, Crafting Mama, Babysitting Mama, and Camping Mama. The game is super popular in the series, and there's like 15 different titles for it. So it's
wow.
I've
heard of it. I didn't know it was this popular.
No.
Now, is this like for younger kids?
Yeah,
what's
I'd
the
say so.
age range? Yeah, I would assume by the name like Mama, like that sounds like something that's for younger kids.
I'm gonna say it's meant for younger kids, but the younger kids who play it love it and will come back to it when they're older. You know what I mean? Like we all have video
That's kind
games.
of every game that's designed for younger kids. You can like back when you're older, like I'm gonna play this, and you're like this rocks.
But anyway, so back to this. Super popular, 15 titles. Each installment of the series sells like millions of copies. People love this game. There wasn't a Cooking Mama game for the Wii U. Remember the Wii U?
That happened with a lot of
yeah
titles, actually. They just kind of got dropped for the Wii U.
Mm-hmm. So when the Nintendo Switch came out in like, 2017 or something, people were like, hey, is there going to be like a Cooking Mama game on there?
Now, can we get one of those?
Can we get a Cooking Mama game?
Can we get a Cooking Mama, please?
So there was like following a 6-year dry spell of Cooking Mama games. In August of 2019, it was announced that a new Cooking Mama game was coming to the Switch later that year.
Yes!
We
Yes! Oh,
did it.
Yes!
We did it.
Yes! Thank God! Thank God!
Woo!
The Cooking Mama is in the house, baby!
Yeah, so it was coming later to Switch later that year. It was being developed by First Playable Productions and was published. And was published in America by Planet Entertainment. So yay!
Is that like Planet Fitness's video game wing?
Yep. And this is where sure, whatever you would say. But this is where things start to get a little interesting. Because this has all just been facts so far. So if you know Cooking Mama, you know that it's not really like a complicated game story-wise. In fact, it's like really straightforward. It's just bunch.
Yeah, like about as basic as it can get. Mother want you cook.
Mm-hmm. You just make a little food via mini games, and then at the end you have a little dish that you made with the culmination of all of them.
Woohoo!
And that's why this GameSpot article from August of 2019 is pretty confusing. And I'm just literally just going to quote this verbatim. I have this little paragraph here. I'm just going to read it. Cooking Mama Cookstar is a new game in the cooking series that started on the Nintendo DS back in 2006. It is the 11th Cooking Mama game, and the announcement frames it as a reboot. The last game in the series was Cooking Mama Sweet Shop on the 3DS. Cooking Mama Cookstar is due to arrive this fall on the Nintendo Switch and will be the first console game to integrate blockchain technology. Each purchased console game... Each purchased copy of the game will have unique IDs, which will be managed directly through the game's internal wallet storage, the announcement said. Players will be able to focus on Cooking Mama's user experience rather than a cryptographic key management.
Who is this for?
Yeah, it's pretty strange. I don't see how blockchain can be really fit into Cooking Mama, but whatever, let's move on.
So did it say at the end there that players can focus on playing the game instead of like blockchain management?
Yeah.
Is that what it said?
So why include it?
Is that a feature of a game now?
Right.
You can play the game instead of focusing on managing your NFT.
With the fun thing about
it wasn't a problem.
My favorite thing about Flappy Bird was that I could use it and I don't have to worry about taxes while I was playing Flappy Bird, because taxes weren't part of Flappy Bird at all. That's basically equivalent to it.
Yeah.
But just don't include. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, that's
So
ridiculous.
in development of this, there's a delay in the game getting shipped out, but on March 31st, 2020, Cooking Mama Cookstar was released on the Nintendo eShop. So they got it out. The game's out. It's for the Nintendo Switch. Go download it. But the problem was, a few hours later, Cooking Mama Cookstar disappeared from the Nintendo eShop. That begs the question, what made Mama go bye-bye?
Wait, so it was launched and then disappeared?
Yep, it was off of the eShop hours later. And this is where I'm going to insert...
Just immediate.
Yeah, I'm going to put some mystery music here. Some like noir music in post. So kind of imagine that's going on right now.
Huh. That's very strange. And I'm assuming that's not a decision that's going to be done lightly.
No.
Because you've marketed it. You've got the release date. That's like, and this is a popular series, so people are going to be anticipating it. You don't just take it down.
No.
For no reason.
Exactly. You got it.
Huh.
Cooking Mama Cookstar is kind of like a mystery to me. And there are a lot of theories of what went on with the game. First of all, let me just say this. For the game itself, for the people who bought the game in the hours period where it was available, they were pretty disappointed. The gameplay was monotonous, poor motion controls, quote, nightmarish voice acting. And
I want to hear that.
Actually, just for fun, go to YouTube, and I'm serious. Like, do this right now. Go to YouTube and just look up Cooking Mama Cookstar, just like full play or whatever. Yeah.
Cooking Mama Cookstar.
Cooking Mama Cookstar.
Wow, the microphone on the voice acting is like peaking like crazy.
Yeah, it's bad.
Welcome to Cooking
That's
Mama
weird.
Cookstar.
Yeah. And I'll insert it here for
Let's
folks
get
who
cooking.
want to listen to it, but it's not good.
Here we go.
It also sounds like it
Let's get
wasn't
started.
recorded by a native English speaker.
It's based out of Japan.
Ready? Get
It's just
set,
like-
go.
Normally, you hire an English voice actor for the American release.
That's kind of how it's all
Well, this
been.
might be a Japanese like playthrough recording, mind you. I don't have any control over that. But
It's a Japanese game, so
yeah,
but
interesting.
anyway,
It's like,
I think you should have your own game.
yeah, doesn't
oh
sound
wow,
like
yeah, this voice acting that's a mess. That's
a
a mess in many ways.
And also, they say it doesn't really add anything new compared to previous installments. So they've had like 6 years of no Cooking Mama, and this releases, and everyone's like, I mean,
Copy paste.
yeah, it's nothing new.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a reboot.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be brand new, spanking new graphics and everything.
Starting over the story.
But here's the thing. There are a lot of like bad games on the eShop, but that doesn't explain why it was taken off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the App Store. Like, there is so much crap on the App Store.
But it stays there.
Exactly. It's like they're hoping you'll find the good stuff.
Yeah.
But they'll let the crap go on there.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't really explain anything. One thing that people were complaining about is that people who played the game undocked. So if you don't know the Switch, you can put it in the dock and it'll be on the TV, but you can take the console out and it's like a little handheld machine.
Important part of the gimmick.
Yeah, when they played it undocked, the Switch drained battery like crazy and was overheating. So
It's poorly optimized.
going back to the blockchain element, mentioned earlier, people thought the game was using their consoles to mine cryptocurrency. That was like a big thing that was going on. People thought that they were using the Switch as like mining machines.
That would be insane.
Yeah. Again, this is allegedly. Again, this is all
Crazy
allegedly.
plot, like
Yeah.
plot to, and now we will release the game and they will mine our cryptocurrency for us.
Right. Exactly.
That is Disney villain shit.
Yeah.
If that's what they were doing.
I kind of like it. I mean, obviously, I
hilarious.
don't like it, but that's fantastic. In a message, however, to burst the bubble, quote unquote, in a message that was sent out by a developer, first playable, they said that there was a quote, no cryptocurrency or data collection or blockchain or anything else shady in the game's code.
I thought they just talked about it.
Yeah, but they talked about it earlier. So why isn't
That was
it in
like
there?
a proud part of it or something that we were supposed to care about.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So why did they mention that earlier? But when it came out, they said that there's not even they said that the blockchain wasn't in there, but they said, quote, nothing shady, saying that blockchain was shady.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't explain why the game was taken off the App Store or the eShop.
Yeah.
Another theory is that the game allegedly ripped audio from YouTube and put it into the game.
Can't.
You
You can't do that. With a
They
AAA
went on
game.
the old YouTube to MP3 and just ripped it. Avoided all those
Can't do that.
spam
It's
ads.
not allowed.
Yeah. But here's the thing. First Playable and Planet Entertainment did not comment on this, so we don't know about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
But then we got some more information on what really went down with Cooking Mama Cookstar from some anonymous sources. So, like I said before, it's all hearsay, but it's fun hearsay, so I'll allow it. So, Cooking Mama Cookstar was developed by First Playable and published by Planet Entertainment. But the IP of Cooking Mama is owned by the Japanese company Office Create. So they own what cooking, like the intellectual property of Cooking Mama.
Can I take a guess where this is going?
Sure.
Is this like somebody who didn't own the rights just made this game?
No, I'm going to say no on that.
No?
But
Okay.
But I like where your head's at.
Okay.
they worked closely with the American publisher to make sure that game development was going smoothly. And apparently, according to an anonymous source who says they were part of the dev team, nobody on the team had made a game before and had no idea how to use Unity, the gaming software, to create it.
I mean, y'all got to start somewhere, but that's not a title that you should be doing that with.
Yeah, you shouldn't jump off the deep end.
Like, Little Brother's Turn was our first game.
Yeah, and that's an indie game with a couple of people who
like
are
that's
all...
an indie game.
Yeah.
And it's hella flawed.
Mm-hmm.
There was a like game-breaking bug where it would just stop generating level.
Yeah.
In the infinite level system. It did that all the time. It had never happened for us in playtesting, and then it just did it all the time. This stuff happens.
Download Little Brother's Turn on Steam today.
Yeah, it's good. There's a game-breaking bug, but just restart the level.
Yeah.
Stop complaining. Restart the level. Good.
Yeah.
But like, it was our first time making that game, so it's like, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't hire a bunch of first-timers to make what sounds like damn near a AAA title.
Yeah.
In terms of its reach.
Exactly. Millions of people play this game.
So we've got, I mean, that if that's true, this just sounds like the baseline for a scam operation.
Mm-hmm.
Make a shoddy game with a bunch of people that you can hire for cheap because there's entry level, and then just hide some crypto mining stuff in it.
Yeah, it's speaking of crypto mining. What about that blockchain technology? Where did that go? And what is all of that about? So it looks like Planet Entertainment used this solely as a pitch to investors of the game. They used it as buzzwords to like get people to like give them money for this, and they had no intention of really implementing it into the game. They just said, "Yeah, we'll have crypto in it. We'll have blockchain, totally." Yeah,
dude, that's that thing that computer people, the people that go on the computer, you know, young people love that shit.
Yeah,
we'll put it in there.
Yeah,
they'll think it's great.
It'll be on Fleek. Do they still say that? It'll be on Fleek. Yeah, it'll be.
And then there's hashtag retweet.
It'll be we're gonna have so many retweets in this.
Yeah, people are gonna hashtag retweet this all the time.
The amount of clout you'll have playing this game, the amount of it's not going to be it either is or is not going to be chuggy.
This is gonna be epic sauce.
Yeah, there'll be so much.
This game is going to be epic sauce.
Yeah, so that's where the blockchain was at. It was never really supposed to be in there. So I guess it was just poorly optimized for the overheating and everything.
Yeah.
Allegedly. There's also major tension between Office Create, the IP holders, and Planet Entertainment. Planet Entertainment and First Playable were told what to make by Office Create. Yeah. And when they completed what they were told to make, they released the game.
Yeah.
However, they failed to tell Office Create that they were going to release the game, and the game didn't meet Office Create standards at all.
That's like bad communication.
Bad.
Like, how does that happen? Bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, I had no idea you could do that. I have no idea.
Like, you just make the game is like, just release and be like, we did what you told you guys. And they're like, what do you mean? What? You just watched it?
And literally Office Create like went straight to Nintendo. They had no way of like taking it off themselves. They went to Nintendo and they're like, again, all allegedly, they're like, hey, take this off, please. And Nintendo was like,
we didn't authorize this.
On it. Yeah. So
that's nuts.
Official statements from Office Create basically said, hey, they released the game before we said it was okay. This game sucks. We're not working with these guys anymore. And if they continue to sell this game, we'll sue them.
That's wild.
And the official statement from Planet Entertainment said, hey, we made what you guys told us to make. We have the full rights to release it. And you know what? We're going to continue selling this game.
What? Whoa.
And
that is like,
yeah.
That's like if you like Disney like sent like, you know, the cut of their like Marvel movie to a VFX studio to finish up, which, you know, this isn't how it works, but like, you know, they just sent it to the VFX studio. They're like, hey, finish this up. And the VFX studio said, all right, it's done. And sent it to theaters.
Right.
Just like,
Exactly.
And then like, and Marvel Studios like, what the fuck? You can't play this movie. And the VFX studio's like, we did what you told us to, so we're going to continue selling your movie. That's fucking wild.
Y'all just aren't grateful. We didn't have to make this game at all.
It's like, hey, we made the game. We did you guys a huge service. Why are you mad at us? We're doing the work for you.
Oh my god. Yeah. And they literally
We made Spider-Man do a flip. Audiences fucking love it.
There's cooking, there's mamas. I don't know what else you want. Food? Okay, we'll put food in it. God.
You wanted to edit it. Oh.
Oh wait, you didn't want the consoles to become dangerously hot and like slow down the battery? Why didn't you say? Oh, you did? You told us you didn't want that in the game? Well, whoops.
We're contributing to the free crypto market.
Yeah, totally.
We're doing everybody a service.
Yeah.
You didn't want that. Well, you gave us a list of things to do, and we added something cool.
Yeah, sorry for wanting to make a cool game, okay?
Sorry for wanting bonus content in your game. Thousands of hours of bonus content. Can't put that on the poster anymore.
Sure, we put the first season of Stranger Things in the game. We like that show.
They just released a bootleg game. That's just what they did.
This is the unofficial Cooking Mama game. But the
That
crazy
is
thing,
so funny.
they continue to sell the game direct to consumers on their website. So for months,
What?
you could just go to their website and order the game, and they would send it to you.
They just bypassed Nintendo too.
Yeah.
That is fucking wacky.
Yeah. So yeah, Office Create sued Planet Entertainment.
Wow.
Yeah. It took a while.
That is nuts.
Keep in mind, this is all in like 2020, and it took a while for this to be resolved. But as of last month, this took all the way up until
recent updates.
recent updates. The case has been resolved in Office Create's favor, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. Like what the?
Yeah. Yeah. Planet Entertainment, Planet Dumb. Anyway, so they ruled
One
the plan.
time I was in PE in 7th grade, and my teacher said, "All right, today we're going to be going to Planet Dodgeball," and held up a dodgeball. And my 7th grader mind has thought it would be funny to say Planet Stupid, and I got sent to timeout out in the hall.
Hey,
So when he said Planet Dumb, it just gave me a flashback for that.
I gotta say that was actually a pretty good joke. I would have given you an A+.
Really? Pretty.
I would have made you the teacher.
Congratulations, dude. You're the funny one today.
Yeah. Oh,
And funniness means you're in charge.
yeah.
Get up here. Lead this class, little man.
So-
You're one funny motherfucker.
Give you a ribbon. So they ruled that Planet Entertainment infringed on Office Create's trademark by releasing the
Yep.
game early, and that the
Yep.
game had to be removed from sale on all platforms, including their website.
Yep.
And also first playable. Remember the guys who made this game?
Mhm.
Their first game. And it's completely scrubbed from their website. They scrubbed all mention of Cooking Mama from their website at all.
So it's still a company.
Yeah. Well, First Playable made the game. Planet Entertainment released it.
But like First Playable still like exists and is solvent.
Yeah. I mean, they were just people making games.
That sounds like, dude, like that, like if this is all true, that sounds like a total scam operation.
Maybe. I don't know. And allegedly.
It sounds like, you know, Office Create.
Office Create, the people who own Cooking Mama IP.
Sorry, one sec.
Bless you.
Thank you. It sounds like Office Create I'm gonna put a little bit of blame on them here. Didn't vet there's the studio they were hiring this out to very well.
Yeah. I think that's the case
like,
too.
If this was able to happen, that sounds like, okay, did you guys look into these guys? Because they kind of made a crypto vessel out of your game with like shoddy game development, and then because this was their first thing ever, and then released it without your permission. So I don't know.
I don't think they actually. Do you think they added crypto elements into the game without people knowing?
That does sound like the most like questionable, because I don't know how crypto works.
Yeah, same.
That sounds like the most questionable thing out of this story.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I've kind of latched onto it because it sounds really interesting to me.
Yeah.
I want that to be true because that would be fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've got somebody in a funny like throne in their development offices, and now we will make the most devious plan of all. They will farm the crypto for us by playing Cooking Mama.
It's kind of a brilliant idea of attaching it to like a popular video game, and so everyone's playing it at once. It makes sense. Yeah.
But like, yeah, is that true? Dude, I have no clue how that would make that true. Like how they would control what crypto is being mined. I don't know. Because I didn't get into crypto. And look at me having not lost a ton of money on it. How cool is that?
I have made a total of $10 from crypto because of just Robinhood and stuff.
That's pretty impressive. Robinhood isn't crypto, I thought. That's just normal investing.
You can invest in crypto on Robinhood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Non-spawn, but actually not
Not sponsored.
All. Not at all.
Yeah. Are they still a thing? People always turned on them after the whole GME debacle.
Yeah, they're still there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. My somebody that I used to work for, Keith Fitzgerald, has regularly recommended not to invest in. Okay, I should not be giving investing advice on this show. I should not just launch into just giving investing advice. That's so stupid. Hey, everybody, I don't know shit about investing. This is not legit. This is not like advice that I'm giving you. I'm just mentioning advice somebody else gave, but even then there's like a mega amount of disclaimers. Hey, we might just want to cut that part out. This is all a bit. I'm going full defense here.
I'll bleep out the exact stock you said, but I'm gonna leave everything else in.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Because that was hilarious. Me realizing, oh fuck, I'm making wild claims here.
This is already an episode of wild claims. I don't want to actually add it.
So I should not be like, hey guys, be sure to check out my new safe to the moon epic burger coin. It's real and it's gonna make you money and not be a pump and dump. I promise.
I like the name Pump and Dump. I think it's funny. Pump and Dump.
I don't. I think it's
Pump and Dump.
Gross.
Pump and Dump. Pump and Dump. Anyway, so yeah,
sounds
that's
like
the
a
story.
sex thing.
Well, you had to take it there. That's Cooking Mama Cookstar.
Yeah, so that is a crazy story.
Yeah.
That is absolutely wild. Thanks for sharing it.
I kind of wish I got it. I kind of wish on top of all this, I would have bought it and played it. But of course, I can't buy it. Let me see if I can buy like a secondhand copy.
Did they not like lease it out to somebody else to make the proper game, or is it just dead?
It's just dead.
Wow. That is nuts.
Oh, I can buy it.
Wait, what?
There's like I think someone's just buying it selling it secondhand on
hey,
Amazon.
There you go.
Yeah.
On eBay.
$25. Not bad for a Switch game.
Especially not one that might mine you some crypto.
Yeah.
Or somebody else some crypto.
The fact that I don't do game cartridges on my Switch, so that's the reason why I'm not buying it.
I actually love having game cartridges. I like having physical copies of things.
Yeah.
So I get the games with the cartridges.
Okay. Have you tried eating them?
Doesn't work like that with PC, but
no.
On my Switch I do.
Have you tried putting it in your mouth?
No.
The cartridge?
They told me it tastes bad.
Yeah. Have you tried it?
I don't want to put something that tastes bad in my mouth.
Oh, have you tried it?
No.
Go grab a game right now and let's try it live on pod.
Live on air.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Live on air. This
is the part where Hank go grabs a game of his choice and he's coming back and he's gonna taste it. He doesn't have to put it in his mouth. He's just gonna taste it. Give it a little taste. So wonder how the Kraken are doing right now. Let me check this out. Hey folks, let me give you an update on what the Kraken's. Kraken are up 1 zip End of the first against the Florida Panthers. Let's go Kraken. They're right now third in the Pacific Division. We had a few bad games recently after having like an 8-game winning streak, which was awesome. We're like third points percentage wise in the league, the Seattle Kraken, which is a huge difference from last year. And he's
All
back.
right, everybody.
And he's back.
Wait, you haven't been talking shit while I'm gone, have you?
No, I was giving my analysis of this the Kraken game going on right now.
Oh, the classic.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, live on air, live taste test, Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
So you don't have to put it in your mouth, but just give it a little taste on the tip of your tongue.
I'm putting the whole thing in my mouth.
Oh God, okay.
No, just kidding. I'm not going to do that. Hey, fuck.
Yeah.
I expect like stinky bad taste.
Yeah. It is an immediately get that out of my mouth taste.
Yeah, that is a clear, this is poison.
Right.
This will fucking kill you.
Yeah. It is a not good.
All right, time to go put it back in its case. Hope y'all like this episode of putting some Super Smash Brothers Ultimate in my mouth. I need to go like drink some water or something.
Yeah,
good grief.
Sorry.
That is, it's not. I thought it was gonna like be like farts or something. It's not.
No,
it's just poison. You're gonna die.
Yeah, it's just poison. Anyway, back to the Kraken. Let's see what's going on in this Kraken game so far. It was Matty Beniers scored a goal. Let's go, Matt. Let's go, Matty Beniers. That's awesome. Yeah. Scored a goal. Who do you guys like in the Kraken? I'm a big fan of like Jones as their goalie. Who do you guys prefer, Jones or Grubauer? Because Grubauer's gone for a while, and he was a little rusty coming back into it. But I mean, Jones is just like, he's so good. I don't know, man. What else is going on, guys? Yeah, you guys have a good Christmas? I just realized you guys can't talk to me at all. So, yeah. Oh, he's back. He's back. Everyone act normal.
What's up, everybody? I am back, and I'm eating an Oreo to purge my mouth of that wretched flavor most foul.
Yeah. So let's
live on air. Taste test Oreo.
Yeah, how's the Oreo compared to Smash?
A little better.
Okay, that's good to hear.
This one's a mint.
Yeah,
mint Oreo.
Let's go straight to our good idea, bad ideas of the week.
All right.
Is your bad idea eating Switch cartridges?
It wasn't before, but it is now.
Yeah.
Don't. I mean, actually, no. I'm gonna change it. You go first.
Okay. My good idea is cookies. So I was quote unquote invited. I was going to be just kind of brought along to a party where it was like you bring a dozen cookies and just a cookie swap and you get much back. And then like a half hour before my roommates were about to go, I got a really bad stomach ache. And it was also the next day I had to wake up early for a work thing. So I was like, hey guys, like I think I'm going to call out on this one. Y'all go have fun without me. And they went and they came back with like 2 plates full of cookies.
Heyo.
Yeah, so I don't have an upset stomach anymore, so I'm been eating cookies. So yeah, that is my good idea of the week. Yeah, have some holiday cookies. Have some Christmas cookies.
Yeah, dude, holiday cheer, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, this might be this. I think this is going to be releasing in the new year, so
yeah. So
maybe they won't be holiday cookies.
Maybe they'll just be normal cookies, or maybe they are Christmas cookies and they're just
leftover.
They're just leftover. Yeah,
You gotta eat them. Don't throw them in the trash. Don't waste them.
Yeah, what are you, un-American?
Be nice. Don't waste.
Yeah.
Be a good boy. Don't waste shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Nice and simple.
My good
cookies.
idea of the week. A good idea of the week? Put that Smash Brothers cartridge in your mouth. Live a little.
Yeah.
You freaking wuss.
Yeah, I mean,
what? Oh, it tastes bad. Yeah, but don't you want to know what it tastes like to put the Nintendo Switch cartridge in your mouth? That's the thing.
Now you understand. Now you understand.
Nobody's putting that in their mouth.
Babies.
Nobody's going, I should eat this.
Babies, Hank. Babies.
Nobody's smart.
That's totally on them.
Stupid
if they did
baby.
that.
That's not free. So like, yeah, but like, I mean, yeah. So yeah. I guess it's to save the baby. But like now every adult and their mother wants to put the cartridge in their mouth to see, oh, how does this like harmless yet foul tasting thing taste? Pretty bad, but you should do it. Have that experience under your belt.
Okay, sweet. See, before this, you're saying, why would I put it in my mouth if it tastes bad?
Exactly. And I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Because now I can say, yep, I put the strange foul game cartridge in my mouth. I done did it. I lived a little, and now I've joined the legions of adults that have put a game cartridge in their mouth that they really wouldn't have otherwise.
Exactly. You're now part of a club.
I'm part of the fun club where of people who have very little in common other than they put Super Mario Brothers or whatever game else in their mouth.
Yeah. For me, it was Zelda.
I mean, I ate a CD when I was a kid, but that was a whole different thing. No.
I was about to say,
that.
dude, that's insane.
Yeah, chopped up my stomach. I did eat a penny once.
Ooh. Did it taste like copper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole other story, though.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Maybe you'll see a funny little tweet about it. Speaking, or I don't know, maybe we'll not be on Twitter. I don't know.
You have
Bradley.
yeah.
Where can they find you? Where can we find you online and on the strange wide world of the interwebs?
You can find me anywhere on the internet at Bradley with an E, including YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Letterboxd. And you can go to Brad.rocks and see everything that I've ever done ever. Hank, what about you?
Excellent. You can find my work at youtube.com/Hank Farr. Watch our animation, watch my animations, watch our feature film, Spy Files, The Mystery and the Missing Orb. It's great. And check out my building work, my Lego work at Faraway Bricks on Instagram.
Yeah. And if you just can't get enough of both of us, you can follow this show at No Good Ideas Pod on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You go to nogoodideaspod.com and I'll have like links to everything there as well. And also review this show 5 stars on wherever you can review it.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Give us 5 stars on Spotify and say how much you just ever do so love it. And how it brings great joy to your heart and smile to your face.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. These past 2 episodes, we kind of killed it.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah,
Coming right back to it.
Come back strong. Sure, we didn't know how to start it, but, you know.
Yeah, we forgot to introduce it right. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
The rest of it's funny.
Yeah.
So we're hedging our bets that you're signed on and you know what's happening.
Exactly.
by the time you're joining now. No new viewers.
No, the hashtag no new viewers. 2023.
You're in a club and it's never growing.
Yeah. Don't tell your friends about this show.
Any podcaster wants it just to be a sick group of people that never have to have a concept introduced to them.
Exactly.
Ever again.
Ever. Make this, if we could have one person listen to this every week, then it'll all be worth it. I'm kidding. Tell all your friends. Let's bump this up. Let's make 2023 the year of No Good Ideas.
Yeah. That's our year. We're winning.
We're coming back strong.
We're winning.
Speaking of
the W.
Speaking of winning, let's end this episode like we always end it.
Oh, yeah. What's a sport that you like to winning?
I gotta say, right now it's the World Cup, so football.
You can't do that. That's my thing.
Okay.
Football!
But it's the European and Latin American kind.
Yeah, so if you really want, if you are so desperate for it in the American form, soccer!
There we are.
Doesn't ring as well. Soccer doesn't ring as well as football.
But I think all the countries that call it soccer are out.
As they should be.
Yeah.
See you next week, everybody.